Hi, everybody. Today I'm going to be talking to you about my expectations for how you should be thinking about a thesis statement, not only for your first essay, but for all of the essays that we're going to do in this class. So I will usually interchange the terms thesis statement and claim. Claim is a little bit more broad. It's really foundational in all academic writing that we have a claim and evidence structure. So that's kind of what I mean when I say claim. A claim is the main argument of an essay. It may also be called a thesis statement, and it appears and reappears throughout an academic essay, by which I mean every time you add new evidence, you're advancing your claim, and you want to be very specific in your writing about how that new evidence advances or helps prove the claim that you are trying to prove. There are three things that I want you to always think about when you are creating that claim. It has to be specific, it has to be arguable, and it has to be manageable within the page limit that you have. So claims and opinions are very different, and the main difference between them is that a claim is going to be based on evidence, and an opinion, well, everybody has them. So here are some opinions. Twinkies are delicious. The governor is horrible. If you wanted to turn those into claims, you'd have to actually do a lot of intellectual labor. So here's the Twinkie opinion turned into a claim. Although Twinkies have fallen out of favor due to their highly processed ingredients, we can understand changing American beliefs and practices of food by studying these snacks. And then the governor is horrible as an opinion could turn into an academic claim if you did something like this. The governor's policies have shifted state funding out of education, which has led to underprepared students who are less successful in higher education. So if you were to look at those two very short examples, you could see some of these things that are different between the opinion section and the claim section. An argument or a claim is supported by evidence, which can be debated or challenged. Opinion is supported by more opinion, and ultimately you end up with something along the lines of, well, just because, okay? A claim can be substantiated with research, evidence, testimony, and academic reasoning. And a claim is something more than statement and support. An arguable claim goes on to address the so what question, the implications and why we should care in the first place. So a lot of you have given me your first kind of attempt at a thesis in your preview essay that you turned in, but I really want you to think about a thesis in a very specific way. What I saw from a lot of students is what I call a list thesis, meaning you listed the three things you are going to talk about in your essay. Now we're moving to a more advanced and synthesizing kind of claim structure, what I call a two-part thesis. Now, a list thesis, it works really well on standardized tests. It's a nice way to map out your 5-paragraph essay. It's basically just saying what your 3 paragraphs are going to be about. But now you have to do extra work. You have to synthesize your whole essay into a single statement. So here's what I'm looking for. When constructing academic arguments, we often think of the thesis as having 2 parts, an argument and its significance. The significance is what answers the so what question. You could think about it in a slightly different way, a claim and a unique or interesting statement about that claim. So we're really moving from that listing out of your ideas to a synthesis that becomes an overarching claim and then tells your reader why should they keep reading? Why should they care? What is going to be the takeaway? So I have some sample thesis statements here that I'm going to show you. The first one, I'll read it, and you'll see in red what I think is missing. As I work to shift from a fixed to a growth mindset. I recognize my learning through my understanding of the material in my chemistry class. Okay, it could be a little bit more specific, but the big thing that I'm missing is that statement of significance. Why do I care? What are the implications? Why does this matter to me? Here's another one. In England, the youth are not put under as much pressure to perform in the classroom on tests, but there is more pressure to learn and retain information. When I moved to the USA, I saw that pressure was always being applied to the classroom and at all academic checkpoints. So for me, this is actually a pretty good thesis. It's very specific, it's manageable, meaning you could probably prove this in 3 to 4 pages. It's not exactly argumentative, it's more observational. And so what I would like to see is maybe another sentence or a revision that says, why does this matter? Which way is essentially better? Or it could be more nuanced and you could say both of these are good in these particular ways. But I want that clear argumentative statement, something that someone could argue against. Last one. I had a strong fixed mindset before I realized it, and my fixed mindset generated a lot of trouble for me. So what I immediately notice is this is not very specific. What kind of trouble did a fixed mindset cause for this student? I should not be leaving your introduction and your thesis statement with a bunch of questions about the thesis statement itself. It has to be specific. Second of all, it doesn't have that second part. Why does this matter to your reader? What should they take away from your argument? You want to let them know right up front. You never let your reader wait for what is ultimately going to be the takeaway. Academic essays always front load the takeaway, the significance, the main point of all the evidence that is to come. So you have an essay coming up, and one of the important things that you're going to do is synthesize all of the things that you've been reading in order to create a main claim about media literacy and why it matters. So let me tell you what I'd like you to do now. Now that we have worked through different ways of thinking about thesis statements, spend some time thinking about your upcoming essay. What do you most want your reader to take away from your writing? Write down a statement that answers this question. What is my main point in this essay? And then you're going to write down 3 pieces of evidence that you will use in support of your claim. For this essay, that evidence should come from your analysis of your process of working with your misleading artifact. After you've got a claim down and some evidence, and all through your writing process, you're going to keep revising your claim. You're looking for that main point and a statement of significance. You need to make sure your claim is specific, arguable, and manageable, meaning you can prove it in the 4 to 5 pages that you have for this essay. I hope that was helpful and that you have a good sense of what a thesis should look like. We'll talk about this more in class if you have any questions.